Wednesday, and we're getting ready to do some yoga. Today's yoga is going to be a 30-minute full body uh, intermediate Vinyasa yoga flow. I'm going to follow the yogi Cassandra today. It should be a good practice. This is my first exercise of the day. Normally, I'm up super early doing all kind of things, but I was so tired yesterday. I started a new job technically yesterday. Basically running the operations of a company, which is what I've done in the past, but I've been consulting for years. So I'm having to learn lots of new things and exercise my brain in ways that I haven't in a while. Um, and it made me a little tired, so I didn't get up as early as I normally did do today. But anyway, let us get started. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Pamela. I am on what I'm calling a wellness journey. I just want to have a balanced life, to be at peace, to be the best version of myself, to have happy thoughts all the time, not to have, too much stress in my life. Stress comes with work and everyday things, and so there's good stress and bad stress, and so it's really important to offset the bad stress with good stress. So being intentional about incorporating exercise into my daily routine helps to stress the body in a good way, so that when the bad stress comes along, I've got good reserves to be able to protect my mental health. I'm also a person who has struggled with weight in the past. Years ago, about 10 years ago, so in 2014, I topped the scales at 280 pounds, and I'm only 5'5", so I was morbidly obese. I had struggled with my weight for a long time, and I realized that it had more to do with how I was thinking and how I was kind of reacting to life and the comfort that I found in food. It kind of like this behavioral eating responses to things, and using food as a coping mechanism to dealing with life, or having negative beliefs about myself, and that caused me to do these self-sabotaging behaviors that resulted in me believing that I was fat and manifesting that into my life and having all these struggles. So in 2014, I woke up and I'm like, what on earth have I done to myself? I did it, nobody else is to blame, and I need to make a big change. And so I did, and between 2014 and 2015, I lost 140 pounds. But since then, I had gained, over the next several years, I gained back about 43. And from probably 2019 to 2024, I really struggled trying to get that 43 pounds off. And it wasn't until last year in 2024 that I decided, I've really got to change the way that I think. I've got to be intentional about how I live my life, the things that I do, how I hold myself accountable for things. So I started on this wellness journey where I live life intentionally, and I have set intentions every single day, and I hold myself accountable for those things, and I track things and report on it and that kind of stuff. And as a result, that 43 pounds that I had gained, I've lost about 25 pounds of that, and I'm hoping that I have figured out the right I don't want to say system for myself, to be able to get to where I should be and sustain and maintain. But again, it is a holistic approach to wellness that focuses on, physical health, mental health, spirituality, and just keeping those things in balance, so I can have the best life that I can. As part of what I do for myself, really physically, spiritually, emotionally. I yoga is a big part of that. You know, I get on the mat and I pray and I thank God and I meditate and I practice mindfulness um, during my yoga practice, and it's just a great way to start the day. And once you get your head in the right space, um, first thing in the morning, and you're focused on gratitude and positivity, that just permeates throughout your whole entire day, and you're able to have a good day. And you know, when you're feeling good, you're more productive, you're happier, and you just, you know, put yourself in a position just to have a great day. And if every day is a great day, you have a great life. So that's kind of what it is that I focus on each and every day. I live out loud. I share my struggles. I share my journey. I share my successes, my obstacles, my little trips, my steps backwards. But ultimately, I continue to go forward. I do believe that we are far more alike than we are different. We all struggle with some of the same things, and if we're able to come together, we're able to shine a light on the reality of our lives and share kind of what our coping mechanisms are and what it is that we do, and how we overcome, that other people are able to glean from us, and our struggles aren't as, I don't know, cumbersome or overwhelming as they would be if we were just living our lives all on our own, right? So that's the reason that I'm here, and that's the reason that I share. I believe that sharing is caring. Um, and so I just want us to be the best versions of ourselves each and every day, and for us to do that encouraging one another. So that's kind of why I live out loud. So, all that to say, yoga is a part of what I do. I'm glad that you guys are here, and I'm hoping that you can take something that I say and the approach that I have to my life, and let it give you some type of motivation or inspiration for what it is that you do in your life. So, let's get started with this yoga. Let me stop my yapping here. Again, we're going to do a 30-minute full body Vinyasa yoga flow. It'll be an intermediate flow. The yogi is Cassandra, who I follow her channel, Yoga with Cassandra. She might pronounce it Cassandra. On YouTube. Before I get started, I'm going to do my normal warm up. My normal warm up is a handstand, a back bend, and a headstand. I like to be intentional about incorporating these things into my practice. Um, you know, the inversions are so good for your blood flow. It's nice to get your blood flowing first thing in the morning. It helps with your circulation. For those of you that sometimes have very sedentary lives, sit down on the job a lot of times, you can get swelling. In your feet and your ankles and stuff like that. And so doing these inversions and changing the blood flow actually helps improve circulation. Doing the inversions also helps with balance and stability. And I think it actually helps with a little detox as well. Helps with your digestive system, I've heard. The back bend helps, me be intentional about keeping mobility and flexibility in my spine, offsetting the effects of arthritis that many of us get as we get older in life. At 57, I must admit that I do have a little arthritis. And so I just don't want it to get the best of me. So I am very intentional about working on flexibility across the board. So that's the reason that I do those things. I'm going to do that. It'll take me no more than 3.5 minutes, and then I will get started with the yoga practice. I hope you guys have your mats. I hope you have some props, some blocks, straps, pillows, those type of things that you may or may not need during your practice. Again, your practice is all about you and your body and what's good for you and how to make yourself comfortable within the practice. So have what it is that you think might be handy for you. So I'm going to get started. Let me do this real fast, and then we will jump into the practice. But I do hope that you will join me. For those of you that are just going to watch, I do appreciate if you can leave some comments, say hello. Tell me where you're from, whether or not you like yoga, if so, where you are in your practice, who you follow, because maybe we can follow some people that you guys follow as well and try some different things. Here every day, well, Monday through Saturday, 6:30 a.m. Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. on Saturdays. If you are on TikTok, because I'm streaming on TikTok and on YouTube. If you're on TikTok, if you want to help me meet my daily goals, that would be wonderful. I appreciate the likes. If you guys can share the video, if you're on YouTube, if you could subscribe or, just follow me so we can stay connected to one another. I post a lot of content, and so you might find it valuable. So anyway, let me go ahead and get started. Again, you guys engage in the chat. If there's anything that you want to ask me or anything, comments you guys might want to leave that's worthy of a response, I will try my best to respond to you afterwards. If you have private accounts, then I won't be able to respond to the message, but if your account is not private or if we're already connected, then I will definitely respond back to you. Okay, here we go. Stayed up much longer in that handstand than I normally do. Okay. I love headstands. All right, here we go. Intermediate yoga flow. Let's It's a 30-minute full body yoga with Cassandra. It should be good. Here we go.
And introspection throughout your practice. You'll notice I have 2 blocks. It's not necessary, so we're not doing necessarily poses that absolutely require blocks. I just know that I'm gonna want to use them in some poses that just, like for example, we're gonna be doing revolved triangle at some point. I know I need a block for that. You might not need one at home. If you have them, keep them close by. Okay, that is pretty much it. Before we start, let's just do a really quick little grounding meditation. So sit any way that is comfy for you. And we'll take about 10 to 20 breaths here. Cleansing breath in through the nose, out the mouth. Tabletop. Cat and cow. Forearm, cat and cow. Forearm plank. Sphinx. Side sphinx to the right. Side sphinx to the left. cobra 5 times. Push up to child's pose. Downward facing dog. Three-legged dog, open the hip. Warrior 1. Pyramid pose. Low lunge, quad stretch. Dolphin pose. Form plank. Locust pose. With clasped hands. Downward dog. Optional vinyasa. Three-legged dog, second side. Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. Pyramid pose. Low lunge, quad stretch. Dolphin pose. Forearm plank. Locust, Shalabhasana, arms clasped. Downward dog, optional vinyasa. Three-legged dog, right leg rises. Warrior one. Revolved triangle. Standing splits. Utkatasana, chair pose. Vrikshasana, tree pose. Downward dog or vinyasa. Left leg rises. Warrior one. Revolve triangle. Standing splits. Chair pose. Tree pose, second side. Downward dog or vinyasa. Our last one. Seated, wide-legged forward fold. Rise up. Side bend to the right. Side bend left. Fold to the right. Fold to the left. And fold center again. And lower to bridge pose. Second side. Reclined Gomukhasana, shoelace. Switch sides. Shavasana. wake back up. Stretch your arms overhead. And come to take a seat. Hands at the heart. Chanting Om. Inhale to chant. Breathe in. Thank you so much, everyone, for doing this minimal cues practice with me. I hope you enjoyed it. Please practice again with me soon. Make sure you subscribe, and hopefully we'll meet on the mat again. Hi, everyone.
All right. I think I missed the very beginning when she said it was going to be minimal cues. So it's definitely intermediate. You did need to know, kind of have the yoga vocabulary to know what the poses were, but it was a good practice. I don't know if you guys joined me or not, but I was sweating at the beginning, and I appreciated all the stretches at the end, especially in my hips. Felt good. It's definitely a good way to start the day. Thank you guys for being here, for checking out my channel, my TikTok page. I really appreciate you. I'll be back tomorrow, 6:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. I hope you will as well, for more yoga. Anyway, you guys have a very blessed day, and I hope to see you again. Bye.